saints. We had our study on CES, and we're in the last chapter of Hebrews. So I wanted to just give an idea. I've spoken about this before, but this verse in chapter 13, all of you have heard it, but we'll look at it again. Verse 2 in chapter 13. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And I really love this because we were talking before. I told my son when he was about 5. We had an issue with the old. I bought a beat up old car because I just started driving again because I couldn't walk, and we had an issue with the car and we had to pull off the side of the road. I wasn't even upset. I was just as jolly, and he was surprised. And I said, "Well, it was kind of revealed to me that you never know when God is doing something that may seem inconvenient or even harmful. You might fall down and trip and break your arm, but it's saving your life. And and so I just trust God. So if it's an inconvenience, if I would have kept going, I could have been in an accident. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the car broke down. But because I can't see in the spirit realm, I don't know what he's doing on my behalf, and I'll just trust him. And if it is that, then it'll strengthen me and help me to learn some patience. So I never forgot. And I saw a little short somebody did recently of this angel walking through a crowded street, and it says how angels really work, and it has him pulling, like pushing one guy against the wall, and he hurts himself, but he misses the TV falling on his head. And then a little kid's running after a ball, and he's going towards the street, and he trips him, and he falls down and busts his leg up. But a car would have came and hit him because it runs over the ball as it rolls out into the street. Car is speeding by. And so he's knocking people down. He's like people breaking arms, and yeah, and their lives were saved, and they have no idea. And they're going to go home and whine and moan that they broke a leg. And so, and I think, how many times has God really, and I talked about how many times I should be dead. From day one, the day I was born, they did my eulogy, thought I was going to die. And then I was a victim of crime all those times. Never, not to even mention car accidents, dangerous behavior I did. I could have drug overdosed, a lot of things, right? How many times did God intercede on our behalfs and we didn't see it? How amazing, because we don't see that. We don't know. We don't know if he put a huge, powerful looking angel behind us, and a maniac was going to rob us and or kill us, and he saw that man standing behind us. He's like, no thanks, and turned the other way. We don't know. We don't know. And so I love to think about that. And last week I did a video on how Elisha was calm when the king of Syria showed up with all of his warriors, and his assistant was freaking out. Oh, what are we going to do? We're surrounded. And he said, Lord, open his eyes. And he looked up and he saw angelic chariots and warrior angels surrounding the king of Syria's army. And he said, don't worry. See, those that are with us are more than they are with them. I love that. And it's true for us too. Those that are with us are greater and stronger than those that are with them. So don't worry about conspiracy and who's evil and all these people doing wicked things, and all their plans are going to come to naught. We cannot control this stuff. But God will do one of two things. First of all, he said he'll never leave us or forsake us. So he'll either give us the strength at that time, may give us the heebie jeebies now. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'd be able to stand for his name. Yeah, you will. Because it's not you anyway. Don't boast in how great your faith is. And I would never. Oh, shush. You don't know what you do. But I know what God would do. And I know he's stronger than I am. So if I rely on my strength, yeah, I'm probably boasting and then I might fail. Probably will. But if it's I'm weak, I'm not trusting myself at all. I'd like to think I would stand for his name at the threat of death. I'd like to think that. Sure, who wouldn't? But I'm not going to. I'm going to say, Lord, I'm weak and I'm sinful. My flesh is. But I know you're good and you're strong and you'll give me what I need because you'll never leave me or forsake me. And if it's your will, you'll let me stand for your name and be strong in that moment. Or you're going to deliver me out of it. Either way, it's all good. The worst somebody can do is send us the glory. So I often wonder how many times he's interceded on each of our behalf. Someone in the chat was saying they were literally tripped and tackled by an invisible entity because they were inches away from the edge of a cliff at age 12. Said I felt there was no doubt. I was knocked to the ground, and when I sat up, I realized I was inches away from a cliff, high cliff. It would have killed him. And so I don't I don't want us to fear. There's nothing to fear. Our lives, each one of us that belong to the Lord, our lives are in his hands. And so even if someone puts a gun to your head and cocks it, whose hands are your life in? You don't think God can bring an angel to make the gun jam? How many times you heard that? I've heard a lot. You don't think an angel can go doop with a bullet just half inch from your head? How many times you heard people say, yeah, it just grazed my cheek. I should be dead. I have a friend, and she's a sister in Christ. A family member tried to kill himself, shot himself in the head. No brain damage. Missed every major thing that would affect his. And this person is saved today. So don't fear anything or anyone, because our lives are in God's hands. You can be sure of it. If he allows us to have something like that happen, okay. He'll give you the strength to endure it. And then you'll be the one, instead of Stephen saying, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Into your hands I commit my spirit. And be a martyr. That's the worst thing. But if it's not your time, you're God's. He's got to give permission for that. And so, although, I hear this a lot from atheists. It's like, oh, how arrogant you think God hears your prayers, but he doesn't save all these children. I don't know about that. I don't know why God allows certain things and doesn't. I don't know. I'm not God, but I trust him, and I know he's good. So if he allows something, I know the children are with him. It's a terrible thing. But I can only speak for what he promises his children. That there's no reason to worry, and that our lives are in his hands, and he has to approve anything the enemy wants to do against us. And if he approves it, then it is to strengthen us, build us up, or for his glory in some way. And if he doesn't, don't worry about it. But how many times has he done it for us, guys? So I wanted to leave you with that. Thank you for all the comfort you gave me at losing my friend Wednesday. Thank you again, Sister Shelley, for all the time you put in and the love you showed my friend. It meant so much more than you can ever know. And I thank you guys. And I learn from you every day. I'm blessed by you every day. And I'm so grateful for the encouragement and the kind words that you give me. And I'm just so grateful. God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.